Since the starting training camp on Thursday, all eyes and all practices have been building up to this exact moment on Tuesday when it would be the first day that Carolina would don the pads. It was the official real start of football season because, let's be clear, everyone can look good in shorts and a t-shirt. We've spoken at length about who stepped up so far. We talked about X having a great start to his training camp, but this was really the first test when the pads came on. And head coach Dave Canales wasn't exactly pleased with the start of practice. During the first session of 11 on 11, he pulled the group aside and he said, this is not the standard of football that we have set. This is not the standard of football that we expect to play throughout the season. And to the team's credit, they responded with a much more heralded, much more intense kind of practice. And that tends to be what this football team is about. It's an intense group, and we've seen it from the very beginning. Now, part of that is because they're going to be one of the first teams to actually play in a game, because next Thursday, they're going to open up the preseason in the Hall of Fame game against the Cardinals. Now, there's still a lot of practice. There's still a lot of football left to get to that point. But for now, the team is hanging their hats on what practice looked like at the end and hoping for better days as they build a foundation for this season.
Just the physical nature that we play with, the way that we're used to practicing, it just didn't start that way. That was really the first period. We had 3 team periods, and right in the middle of that period, I kind of went over to the defense and said, hey, you guys drive this thing. Like, we got to show up, and everybody's got to get to the ball. And so they took to the challenge, and they responded well. But I want them to drive it, and they know what to expect. They know what to expect from each other, and so I want them to make sure that they take ownership of that part, and we'll remind them as coaches. But we got to have it. That's the way this game is played.
The best defenses are physical ones, and so for us to be able to go out there, drive the energy. They always say defense wins championships, all those type of things. So I think that it's important to have a vocal and high energy defense, and that's the potential that we have. So we got to bring that every day.
Now, one of the big stories Tuesday afternoon outside of the pads was the return of both Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn. Now, Jackson, who missed the last couple of practices with some back tightness, partook in some individual drills. For Horn, Tuesday was his debut after missing the start of training camp with a laceration to his foot.
He looks great. He's moving laterally. Really don't see anything in any direction in terms of just his movement. So I'm excited to just kind of ramp him up and just catch him up to the group so that he can handle his normal load and just get back to work. Same with Mike. Felt good. They both had great sessions a couple of days in a row in return to play. So, Denny and his crew did a fantastic job just getting those guys ready, and we'll dose them the right way and get them back going.
Now, some more injury news for the Carolina Panthers. Guard Robert Hunt still not practicing. He's still out with some back tightness. Head coach Dave Canales saying afterwards that he believes the guard is getting better. They like what they've seen so far, but they're not going to rush him back. He's a veteran. He knows what it's going to take to be ready to play some meaningful football. That first meaningful football game next Thursday, the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio versus the Arizona Cardinals. For now, reporting here in Uptown Charlotte, John Johnson, WXII 12 Sports.